when they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gamecocks offense will start this game off. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. Looking to pass, it's Aldridge. Quarterback now breaking the field. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense in hurry-up mode. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looking to throw on 3rd. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Now, 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. To throw, it's Aldridge. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's got his man. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Auburn's offense will have its first possession of the game. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways and how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here's the handoff. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. You can barely hear your to get this defense off to a good start. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 35, he's open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. That throw and catch, a really good example of why Coach and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. To the air, it's Aldridge. Quarterback adapting. He's going to run it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Going to run it. It's Foster. Runs through the tackle. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Now sliding to his left. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Wide receiver shows motion. Power football with the run. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. He'll keep it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Foster. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Can't get him to the ground. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend tonight. They're up by 7 over Nebraska. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. He wants to throw. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Getting some heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He's right on target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Looking at a second and short now. Off the play fake. Still looking, on the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Aldridge. Forced out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Dances away to buy time. Keeps it and gets past the chains. At the 40, there he goes. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Now on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Applewhite. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He's looking to throw. Dances away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's got an open man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Aldridge. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Absolutely perfect.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field. They wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. Smart move to get down with the slide. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner will be brought down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field and execute.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Foster. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over the Sharks. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The toss to the outside. He breaks a tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Aldridge. On the move, he fires. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Return goes out of bounds.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Caught over the middle. It's Payne. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. At the 45 on its way. Running toward the tape. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horn. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Aldridge. Trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Coming after him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He'll do it himself. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, what a huge gain, and this offense is so frustrating to defend because you got that guy who's not a quarterback. He's a running back. Call him what he is, makes the big play, chews up a chunk of yardage before you ever know what hit you.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got it behind the line. It's Foster. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown Tigers! And the pummeling has started. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
42, South Carolina, 13.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Wants to throw. It's Aldridge. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Turns it on in midfield. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. This time it's complete. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They'll try the run. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Wiggles free. Moving out of the pocket. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Southern. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On second down, wants to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a massive play by the defense. They were not fooled second and inches. They thought pass was a possibility. They get the sack, and now they force the offense in a third and long situation.
A third and long coming up here. The give out of the gun. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Back to throw, it's Aldridge. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Blasted as he lets it go. What a snag by the defense. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. On the run, it's Foster.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Foster. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield, it's Aldridge. Feeling some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. On 3rd down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. They're bringing heat.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 10. gonna score on the interception. Touchdown, Auburn. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
After misfiring, it's second down. They're trying, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.